And hello there you guys, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if it's your first time here. My name is Animal Introvert, and this is Blue. I'm going to talk about what Blue is in a little bit, although you can probably tell that he's a beta. And in this video, I'm going to be making him a small temporary tank, and then later a larger permanent home, a 10-gallon tank. So I'm really excited. I hope you all enjoy the video, and let's get into it. Let's go ahead and roll the intro. Blue is a male beta of the variety, I'm not quite sure. But he came with the log, the rocks, this heater, and some beta min 3-in-1 selector food. So I'm temporarily giving him a 2.5-gallon tank, and then later in the video, I'll be upgrading him to a 10-gallon. First, let's get him out of that bag. Welcome to your new home, buddy. And let's give him a bit of food right off the bat. Oh, a bit too much. Hopefully one day we can teach him to feed from our hands, but just giving him a little bit of food just to kind of help him get introduced. So here in this shot, you can see me kneeling down by the tank and putting a jog for him in the tank. Now the main reason for this is to help Blue be more comfortable where he is, but another reason is just to have it ready to go for what comes next in the video. But anyways, you can also see me scooping out some of the excess food, and yeah. Now zooming out a bit, we can see that this is the spot where his tank is going to be. Sorry, it looks so messy right now. I had yet to realize that all that stuff was there, and I needed to do something about it. But anyways, if I was going to build this tank, I would need some supplies. Fortunately, my birthday had just rolled around, and my relatives had given me some pretty nice gifts. So it started off with just the tank, you know, basic stuff. I pulled this out of my basement. I had already had this. But then after that, stuff kept piling on. This is the stuff that I got from my relatives. It's quite a lot. They were getting rid of an old fish tank, and they decided to give it to me, as well as all of the supplies that came with it. And I'm really happy about that. But anyway, now we're here. So, firstly, we have to address the substrate. There was a bit of water in there, but this is the same substrate I used in the 10-gallon tank videos when I redid the 10-gallon tank. So I know it's good and it works. So, after finishing dumping it in, and there was actually quite a lot in the bag. You always underestimate how much is in the bag, I've found. But once I was done dumping it in the bag, checking time here. Sorry about this, guys. But yeah, once all that was in there, I got to work with my hands with smoothing out the substrate. Now this is the Eco-Complete substrate. I have used this before. I know it is good because, like I said before, I have a 10-gallon tank, and that tank is booming. Sorry that was so loud, guys. But yeah, that tank is booming, and I'm just really happy with it. And so now we have something you've never seen before on this channel, and this is a scaping tool. I saw one of these in one of the people I'm subscribed to, and I'm just like, man, this is really cool. I'm gonna get one, and then I did. But yeah, so here I am, just kind of scaping stuff up towards the back of the tank. Um, this helps create depth and also like size and scale. You usually want to escape stuff back away from the viewpoint, and then also have your elements come out from the highest point, or at least that's what I did. So I have some driftwood here. This is stuff I had in my basement, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and try to make an escape with this. Now, it was my first escape, but I already had a pretty good idea of what I wanted, and it revolved around these two pieces. So basically, I would have the one really cool looking piece sit like that, and I thought that is actually a really cool looking escape. But one problem, that's like basically all I could fit. But then I went back with some detail elements, and guys, do not worry about the escape at all. I know how cool it looks, but I do not end up using this escape in the final product. So yeah, so there I am working on the escape, and then man, I'm really bad standing on camera. So yeah, I'm just trying to make the escape, and then voila, like I said, didn't get it. Then I went to the store and I got some nice black sand, and there was so much more in the bag than I expected again. It was crazy amount of sand. Actually, even now the plants are having a hard time rooting in through the sand. A lot of the weaker ones are starting to die out. Not good. But anyways, just finishing pouring with sand. A lot easier than the wet gravel. You can trust me on that. And then coming back again with the escaping tool. However, again, I cannot use it to its full potential because instead this time it's not gravel, but it's clumped together wet sand, which is not good for escaping with. Not at all. But anyway, I continued to escape until I basically had replicated what I had previously. Now I also have some Oku Dragonstone, really nice, very well textured stone, and I'm just going to go ahead and take it away to cut it, and I'll give it up to past me. I have now opened, and you can get a better look at what Dragonstone is, and you can kind of tell why it is loved by so many aquarists. You can see it's a very nice textured stone, very directional stone. And you can see this very well. It's also very porous, which provides, or very textured, which provides a lot of space for beneficial bacteria, and is also just a lovely stone. Thank you, Past Me, for that wonderful explanation. And now for the escaping to really begin. Like I said, you can totally forget that previous escape because I decided to totally scrap that once I got the sand and the stones. I have all the stones. Anyway, now it was back to escaping. Still using the same piece of wood, however, in the final product, I would not use that wood. So yeah, now I have a nice escape, and I have some nice Gorilla Glue cyanoacrylate gel. You always want to use cyanoacrylate because it is aquarium safe. And here you can also see that I decided to go for a different selection of driftwood. Now in this shot you can see me wearing the glove, but I decided to not use the glove because it just got in the way. So here now you can see it's all filled up, and I have the filter running to clear up the water, but now it's time for plants. First we have miniature dwarf hairgrass, a short plant for the foreground, another short plant for the foreground called cardinal plant, a medium mid-ground plant called the Windelov Java fern, a tall background plant called Cardinalis, a tall background plant called Amazon Sword, and finally another tall background plant called Malaysian Red Plant. You can also see I have 3 other plants, well 4, in Blue's temporary tank, which you can see the names of at the bottom of the screen. But anyway, now it's time to cut open the bags that the plants were in and start putting them in. So we're starting with the miniature dwarf hairgrass here, and yeah, it was kind of a pain because all of these plants floated, except maybe the Java Fern. Java Fern tends to sink, which is nice. Also, it doesn't need substrate as much as the others, so that was good. But as you can tell, it's not going well. So I started off with normal tweezers, and then I decided that maybe those tweezers weren't the best, so I decided to use inverse tweezers. Now these tweezers are infamous on this channel because I accidentally killed a queen ant with them once. And again, they were not serving me. Why do all of these plants have to float? It made me so mad in the moment. You have no idea how frustrating it is. So I tried going back to the normal tweezers again. And oh my gosh, did I get one? Nope. And it's like you thought, oh, I got one. I got one. Yay. One down, like 50 more to go. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and back away now, and I'll let you go ahead and listen to some nice music while I put all these plants in to the tanks. And I'm back with the voiceover with the Fritz Nature Box. Now I know Fritz knows what they're doing because it has Indian almond or catappa leaves and bark, as well as casuarina cones. This is a great thing because it has natural beneficial decor, naturally improves water quality, adds tannins, lowers pH and hardness, promotes health and colors, and is a natural food source for shrimp, as we'll see is a major player in the next bit. So there's 5 catappa leaves, 2 bits of catappa almond bark, and 9 casuarina cones. And here you can just see me trying to get all this stuff situated. Because again, nothing would sink. Anyways, moving on to past me who will talk you through the next bit. Alright, we've got our little guy in here. Hello, hi Blue. We've got the water. I just dumped in the water from his old tank. I've got all the stuff laid out down here, including the net that I used to capture him out of this tank, and then put him in the bag, but he won't be in there for too much longer. Nope, you won't, buddy. Not too much longer now. I just transferred the water as well. Why? Because the water has more botanicals in it. So you can see the water is even darker now. It's hard to tell through the lens, but it's darker now. And also it would have beneficial bacteria in there. And I also included his little log, just because I thought he might like it. But don't worry, buddy. Just 15 more minutes or so, and you'll be in there. All right, been 15 minutes. Time to get Blue in here. All right, buddy. You ready? Now you stay in that bag till the very end. Need a little thing caught. But now, for the final product. guys, thank you all so much for watching. I really enjoyed making this video. I enjoyed making it happen. And I think Blue enjoys it too. Now, of course, I still have to add floaters and snails, but I won't bore you with that. But I'll probably just make a short about it whenever I do. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell. I mean, if you enjoyed the video, then please hit the like button, because it just lets me know that people enjoy this kind of content. Also, if you like the video, then please go check out some others, and if you like the others, please consider subscribing, and then also hitting the notification bell. It's totally free, and also if you think you're subscribed, just go ahead and double check, because you sometimes don't subscribe to people. It's not a meme anymore. It's a real thing now. Anyways, also, please comment on the video, what should we name Blue's tank? Now, Blue already has a name, and it's Blue, of course. But what should we name the tank, and what should we name all the shrimp collectively? Because I know I had the Amano Armada, which is now down from 3 to 1 now. And I had that one ghost shrimp, but you never even knew about that. But yeah, I just really hope that you all enjoyed. And yeah, and also please share this video with your friends, enemies, and frenemies if you know that they like this kind of stuff. And you know, maybe it would even spark a relationship. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I really think Blue enjoys it, and the shrimp are all exploring around. And I'll definitely make some shorts as some updates, and I'll definitely do like a 1 month, 2 month, 5 month, 6 month update. Anyways, y'all, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm looking for it out. Stick around for the bloopers. Just looked over. The cone just keeps going around and around and around. It's kind of funny.